Hey guys, so we're back again, and this is basically our last day tracking the MerryMart IPO. Because as you all know, we've been doing this for 5 days straight, and it's been a good run, no? Depending on how what angle you look at it, and a lot of people have been saying, "Why is it going up, even if it's so expensive?" And a lot of people are saying, It's up because of the underlying promise that it could have." But that's not the discussion, that's not the debate here. We're going to talk more about the details of this IPO. We're going to drill down, we're going to look at everything. By the way, my name's Marvin Germon. I'm a stock market trader and investor, and I've been investing in the markets for more than 10 plus years now. And if you want to know more about investing, you want to know more about trading, subscribe, smash the bell, so you get updated every time I come up with new content about the stock market. Because I just have one goal and why I keep making videos like this. I just want you guys to be updated. I just want you guys to get as much information as possible. And I entitled this, as you can see it here from the thumbnail, it shows the Injap effect. Why? I really believe that it's one of the biggest triggers on why it moved up. Anyways, let's just talk about first the topics that we will have for this podcast. So, 6 topics: the Injap effect, investors' reaction. Dapat may apostrophe dyan. I don't know why didn't I put it there. We're gonna talk about the price action. We're gonna talk about the technicals. We're gonna look at how cheap it is right now, and then we're gonna recap everything. Anyways, first things first. I've met a lot of my idols, no, in the business slash conglomerate space, from Ed Garcia to Sobel, Ayala Corp, Ayala Land, BPI, uh, Manila Water, and all of the other companies under their conglomerate. Then Hansi, of course, Idol, SM Prime Holdings. I really believe that SM and Ayala, these two alone, there's so much to learn from all of them already. Just these two alone, the wisdom, the insight, and also above and beyond that, now what differs them from everyone else also is the exposure to the founders, the entrepreneurs that have done well way back, and then that's why the rich get richer because the traits, the culture get passed on to their kids and the kids of their kids. That's why I think that's one of the underlying differences on why the mentality of entrepreneurship, business, and investing is instilled. I've also met, as you all know, I've posted a video on Manny Pangilinan, PLDT, then Ernest Gu for Globe, a lot of amazing people as well. But I guess what intrigues me about Injap is, among all of them, he's one of the youngest. As you all know, he started Mang Inasal from scratch, uh, from Iloilo, and what made Mang Inasal so interesting was, I think a lot of people have been looking towards Manila as where a lot of the big brands would start. He started Mang Inasal from Iloilo. That's basically it. Then he grew it and sold it for 70% for 3 billion pesos, then exiting the remaining 30% for 2 billion. He got the 3 billion in his early 30s. Imagine that. Billionaire, early 30s. If you have 3 billion pesos and you have 30% stake still in Mang Inasal, thinking that what Jollibee would do with Mang Inasal, your 30% part of it, you would be set. You would be okay. And plus, you have 3 billion pesos, 3 billion placed in any fixed asset instrument that will give you a fixed rate of return, would allow you to be rich, comfortable in perpetuity. Plus, you still have the asset. But what's so interesting about him is he's a full-blooded entrepreneur, meaning the 3 billion he used for Double Dragon, he used for Hotel 101, he used for city malls. I think that's something so interesting. And when I say it's the Injap effect, I think it's basically a combination of his success with Mang Inasal. Please remember, it's roughly most likely 15 to around 20 plus years since he started Mang Inasal, since he went into Double Dragon, since he went into Hotel 101, since he went into city malls. Roughly 15 to 20 years in between. He's gotten a lot of experience, a lot of connections, and a lot richer in all of that. And what people are buying when I say it's the Injap effect, it's the brand of Injap. I mentioned this in a video with Rex Mendoza just prior to this, that People are banking on not just MerryMart as a company, they're banking on Injap and his success in the past. Similar to Tesla, people are banking on Elon Musk. They're not just investing in an electric car company, they're investing on the brain behind uh, Tesla itself. And that's, I think, the underlying thing for city malls, or at least for MerryMart. People are buying Injap. People are buying his track record. People are buying his ability. People are buying what he has done in the past. That if they pull through, as of now, nothing has changed in terms of uh, the, the grocery stores that they have. Prior to the IPO, it was 7 stores. So people are buying the promise of them delivering everything that they mentioned. People are buying uh, what Injap said, that if he said it, they're buying that most likely MerryMart will be able to uh, get it based on the underlying fact that he's did it before with Manginasal, he's did it before with City Malls, and he also is doing it with Hotel 101. So I think that's what people are buying. He's an amazing entrepreneur. Both of them are. They're amazing in running also telco companies. But here's what I did also. I don't have the screenshots, no, but during while all of this was happening, prior to the IPO, during the IPO, days after the IPO, I got a lot of PMs from investors, subscribers, followers, fans, and some of them bought MerryMart, some of them did not buy MerryMart. But I asked those who bought, why did they buy MerryMart? Why do they intend to hold MerryMart? And will they actually buy more in the next few days or weeks or months? And to those who were buying, it was just one underlying answer. It's also Injap. Similar to what I said a while ago, the Injap effect is what caused investors to pile in. The belief on the brand that Injap will deliver is what caused them to buy. So here's the thing about that also. If they deliver, then the price of what, please remember yesterday I talked about PE ratios, that for a PE ratio, it's price over earnings per share. If Injap delivers, then the earnings per share becomes higher, drops the PE ratio down. So it justifies them buying it at 1 peso, 1.5 to 2.25, etc. So one of the reasons why people are buying it is really Injapsia's track record in the past. Some of them were willing to buy it. Please try to analyze it this way. What if you get offered a supermarket, 7 stores worth 7 billion pesos, and you get to buy a piece of it, but it's not Injap, it's someone else? Probably you wouldn't buy it. But I guess the reason why people are buying it is because it's Injap. That's one. And if you add another underlying content, it's basically small float, locals are moving, foreign institutions are not coming in, small float, it's most likely easier for the stock to move up and down. It's easier for it to have more volatility because there's just a couple of shares moving around. And that's what we saw from 1 to 1.5, 1.5 to 2.25, 2.25 all the way to 3 plus, 3 plus all the way to an intraday movement of 4.5 to close at 2.75, and up until where we are today, we're close at 2.95 pesos per share. So I think traders were willing to trade it because it was a small float. It did not have a lot of institutional funds na foreigners. Then investors are buying it with the brand of Injap that he could deliver in the future. That being said, let's look at price action. Please remember, these are the things that we will talk about. I hope you are learning and you're getting a lot from this. Uh, Price action. This is 5 days worth of movement from MerryMart. First day 1.5, 50% up. Second day 2.25 ceiling again. Third day ceiling 3.37, 49.78. Then it dropped yesterday amidst profit taking with large amounts of volume. 2.75 down 18.4%. And today, MerryMart is up, closing at 2.95 pesos per share, up 7.27%. Couple of things to observe. Foreigners still didn't transact as much. Foreign buying is only 6 million. Foreign selling is only 10 million. Total total net foreign is only 3.8 million pesos. Not as much. Not as much compared to the other stocks that are listed in the market. Now, let's look at locals. As what I've mentioned over and over and over, this is a local play. But local buying, 802. Local selling, 798. Total value turnover for the day, 808 or 809 million pesos. If you look at it also and you try to analyze it, the first 3 days, 300 plus million. Second day, 300 plus million. Third day, 300 plus million. Yesterday, when there was a lot of selling, total value turnover, 1.6 billion. Today, 800 million up. However, it's lower than what it was yesterday, but it's higher than what it was on the first 3 days. So summing it all up, no, this five, since this is our last day, if you want me to do more though of MerryMart, comment below. I don't know if I can do it daily, like what I would do, like what I did for this week because it's IPO. But I think this is something interesting lang because you haven't seen since KPPI 3 straight days of ceiling. That's why we're talking about it. That's why a lot of you requested about it. That's why we want to make as much content because we want to add as much value to you guys as possible. Uh, First day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, all 5 days. I really believe that value turnover was something that's respectable. So let's just leave it at that. Let's continue. This is the volume over today, 16,902 trades. If you look at it, this shot is where majority of the trades happen. 2.88, 2.89, 2.90, 2.91, 2.92, 2.93, 2.94, 2.95, 2.96, 2.97, 2.98, 2.99, 3, 8% ngayon 3 at 3.01, 3.02, 3.03, 3.04. So if you add it, a larger chunk of all of the transactions today were at this price. So even if people sold at 3 and people bought at 3, it places a larger shroud of conviction that people are still buying higher. And the reasons could be still what I've mentioned earlier, the Injap effect, the brand of Injap, that even though it's more expensive now, people are believing that he will deliver sometime into the future. And here's the thing, it's early to tell. Normally, they will be judged by how they perform when they start declaring their earnings and when they start declaring more disclosures of how those small or how those groceries would open. And please remember this, opening groceries is different from having groceries that are profitable because you could open groceries, but we have to really see how it fits in their bottom line. Hope you guys are learning. I hope this is something that's helping you. This is again the breakdown of all of the brokers that transacted, or at least the top ones. You will normally see buyers call Timson, FMS, Wealth, BDO Nomura, Tower, AAA, First Res. Then you have sellers call Timson, FMS, Wealth, PNB, Unicapital, BDO Nomura, AAA. Again, this is a local play. This is also a local play / move by retailers. Not as much by institutions, local institutions, and pretty much not really foreign institutions. And that's why it's so popular online, primarily because it's a retailer's game. When I say retailer, it's us, retailers, uh, transacting more in the stock. Let's continue. I hope you guys are learning. I hope this is something that's helping you. It's kind of late now. By the way, why you're asking why was there no video at 8 o'clock? Marvin normally posts his video at 8. My wife got a Roomba. Thank you, Patrick Miguel. It already arrived, and I tried to do a bit of unboxing. We're not yet done filming and shooting, but try to video her. And I'm for sure it's not gonna come out in this YouTube. It might come out in my Facebook page. But if you want to watch that, it's over there. Just wanted to let you know also that the Roomba that Patrick Miguel asked for or bought me has arrived. Let's continue. Now this is the chart of DD. I've been showing this since the start of all of this. This is the chart of KPPI. This is now the chart of MerryMart. If you notice it, they don't look alike at all. For what I guess the closest that you could put as a semblance still is KPPI. Large drop, then a smaller candle right after. KPPI, same thing. Large drop and a smaller candle right after. We'll have to see, if it will follow the route of KPPI, that it moved a bit and it consolidated over the next few days. But this is the current movement of MerryMart. As you can see, indecision, first day, but it was a gap up, then gap up again, then gap up again, then large sell off yesterday. Then today it opened lower, but it closed. I just want you guys to note this. It opened lower than the close of yesterday, but it closed higher than the closing price on the than the closing price of yesterday. So meaning around the 3 peso level, the 2.9, 2.8, 3 peso level, we may have a level of buying for some investors. But let's see, let's continue. Now, I wanted to show this to all of you. I'm going to build the support and resistance here. Most likely, you have a resistance at the 4.47, 4.5 level, and a support close to the 1.5. So if selling would continue, let's see, as you all know, technical analysis is past prices plotted into charts. Since it's technical analysis is past prices plotted into charts, the narrative is the more past prices you have, the better and the more holistic your decisions or analysis will be. Right now, we only have 5 data points, and this is the best that we could come up with. 1.5 closest support, resistance is 4.5. So possible narrative is it will look like this. If selling happens, there's a possibility, a shot that it goes back to 1.5. Now you have a tradable range. 1.5 buy from the bounce, target price will be at 4.5. That's why I would always say it, no, that you will never run out of opportunities. Even if you were not able to buy at the run up, there's still opportunities for you if you know how to read your charts as well. Of course, if you're an investor, you're looking at something different. But if you're a trader, this is what we're looking at. Bounce from this 1.5 level, target price 4.47, 4.5 pesos per share. If it fails to break out from that, you can take profits. But another way to look at it is this. I'm showing you different perspectives, no? And if you've attended my stock smart sessions, I would always say that technical analysis is not just math or science. There's also a level of art into it, meaning we're looking at the same chart, but the way it's analyzed, the way things are drawn, may all look different. Now, for this could also be a support level 2.48, 2.5. So if it stays and holds this level, you can peg this as a support. Your possible target will be at the 4.47 level. So boom, that will be your target price. At the end of the day, it's still quite a big return. Bounce from 2.45, target price 4.45. It's giving you around 80+% gain. So watch out for it. Try to see if it works. Target price 4.5, hits the 2.4, buy again, target price, and do it all over again. And that's how quick trading is. No, it's just really about support and resistance. One thing I'd like to note is this. I mentioned that volume today was bigger, better, stronger than the first 3 days, but not as big as yesterday, where a lot of people started to get out of the stock. So this is where we are. At least there's a larger amount of volume today as it hit this current level. What we do know also is, as it started to hit the 2.5 level, there were people willing to buy it that level. There were people who saw it as, to them, it looked cheap. And how do we know that? Because it started to bounce off the 2.4, 2.5 level. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this. Now we're going to answer the question, is it still cheap? Valuations. If you've seen the previous presentations that I did, this is just the same slide, but updating it with the current price. So at 1 peso, it was 216, but fast forward to the closing today, 295, P ratio 641 times, comparing it to Pure Gold, Robinson's Retail, Metro Gaisano, and 7-Eleven, it's still expensive. So again, people are not buying it for it being expensive today. They are buying it for the hope of what it could be later on when all of these MerryMart branches get unloaded, or not unloaded, but when all of these MerryMart branches get finished and done and start earning. So what should you do? I mentioned this yesterday. Don't panic. Revisit your trading plan. I really want to implore you that use this weekend to revisit your plan so that you don't base things out of pure emotion, so that you don't trade based on emotion, so that you don't buy and sell based on emotion. Use this Saturday and Sunday for you to be able to build your skill, build your plan, for you to be able to trade properly. Use this time, use your skill, be able to research, check the fundamentals, check the technicals. What you do in your spare time will determine where you will go and what you will be in the future. So recap, IPO, large move up from 1.1, highest in the day price was 4.5. For those who took profits at 4.5, congratulations to all of you. For those who bought high, and it has dropped from lower than your purchase price, I hope that you stick to your plan. That if your plan is telling you to exit, you exit. If your plan is telling you to hold, you hold. For those who want to buy more, if your plan is telling you to buy, then buy. If your plan is not telling you to buy, do not buy. Before you make a trade, before you buy and sell, the most important decision you need to make is to create your trading plan, create your rules, create your parameters. But for those that send messages that they made money, I'm so happy for all of you, and that's what makes all of this fun, to see more and more and more people profiting from the market, to see more and more people do well, and that's what makes what I do so amazing. I just really sincerely like to see more people do well. I like to see more people do even better than me, because I believe you'll do better than me. Because when I started, no one would do this. No one was teaching me how to do it. No one was sharing their thoughts and their ideas. And for me, I'm I'm fine with my investments. I'm fine with my trades. I'm fine with what I have. It's not really me making the video just for me to show you that this is me, this is me. No, it's not really that. It's just me. I just really want to make a difference in your lives. I just want your lives just to be better, and I want the stock market to be a tool for you to reach your goals of financial freedom. So, there, this is what we talked about. I hope you are learning from all of this, and if you're learning, appreciate it if you can like, subscribe, and share this video so that more and more Filipinos get educated on investing. And aside from all of that, same drill. Links for my books are in the description below. Online course with Chinkee Tan is in the description below. Online course with Sean Si is in the description below. NordVPN, McAfee is there for those who want to support me via Patreon. I have links below for different items for those who are asking for my vlog kits, even this camera. Links, this camera, this microphone links are down below. And there, it's the end of the week. I'm a bit tired. I'm wearing a suit because I did a keynote for Film Life. We talked about financial planning in this new era, and there. That's why I don't know if I have a lot of energy while I'm doing this, but I'm just really tired. It's been a long week, but I don't know if I'll never stop making videos like this, even no matter how tired I am, because it's just fun, and I know it's making a difference in all of your lives. And that's it for now, Marvin Germo. Put your comments below now if you want me to continue this MerryMart series, or you have other stocks that you guys want me to analyze, and then we're just gonna make more and more videos on top of that. So that's it for now. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you.